Hi YouTube, it's Liv. So today I'm going to be telling a story time about the worst jobs I've ever worked. Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now and I realized I touched my hair a lot, so I'm sorry. If you want to make it more entertaining, take a shot every time I touch my hair. Okay, you can watch the video now. And both of these stories take place in restaurants and like diners, so if you've worked in the food industry, you'll probably already know how bad it is. So basically, I'm gonna be telling the story first of when I worked in a restaurant, and I worked here at this restaurant for about 6 months. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm gonna say. At this restaurant, I was a hostess, and hostess at this restaurant there's only one hostess working every single shift. So I was working a dinner shift. Wednesday nights were typically really busy and I always worked Wednesday dinners. So it got a little crazy. Basically what happened is each server has a count to how many people they've had and how many tables they have. And by the end of a night, usually a busy night, they want it to all be even so they all make the same amount of tips. So that was basically my job, just to even it out, sit people in sections to make the counts even. 16-year-old me always tried really hard to make sure that all of their counts were even as possible, because if not, something like this would happen. What I mean is they would get so pissed at you if the counts were uneven, because they would make less tips than the other servers. It was honestly really stressful for me. I've cried multiple times while working. My boss has had to tell me to go take bathroom breaks and go calm the hell down because of this story. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get into it. This one night, very busy Wednesday dinner, and there were 3 servers on the floor and 3 sections, and I was working hostess. By the end of the night, because it was so busy, each server had about 30 customers in each of their sections. Like sometimes, okay, they would be fuck. Sometimes you'll have someone with like the highest amount because you don't know how many people are gonna end up coming in, so you just kind of have to sit them where you can, because if it's a full dining room, then you can't just make up a table. Like you have to sit them where an empty table is. So that's what I did, and it really pissed off this one coworker. I'm not gonna use her real name because that's rude. I'm gonna call her Katie. Katie had about 3 customers less on her count than the other 2 servers. Now Katie did not like that. No shame to her, she was probably just having a bad day, but like, cause she was always super nice to me, but still, like, she went crazy stupid.
Go crazy, go stupid, go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Yeah. Go stupid. Go crazy.
I went back in the kitchen to grab the plates to replace like the table, whatever that was bussing. And she's screaming at my boss about me. And I hear my boss say, "I don't want to hear anything about the hostess. I just want you all to do your job." So of course, me being the hostess was very curious as to what the hell she was saying about me. And she just gave me the dirtiest look I think I've ever gotten in my life. I was talking to one of the servers that I was like kind of like work friends with. She was a lot older than me, but like she was really cool. So I was talking to her, and she basically said that Katie was pissed because she had less customers than the rest of them, you know, as one server does. Katie ended up walking out that night, stormed off because my boss told her to leave because she was screaming and yelling and everyone in the dining room could hear her, and I started crying because everybody that worked there that I was work friends with knew that I fucked up. Like, I know she was probably just having a bad day, and like I'm not gonna blame myself, but I did my best. Like, it's not the easiest job in the world to like, plus it was a small dining room, like it wasn't like the biggest restaurant in the world, so like that was very stressful. Now the second story I'm gonna tell is at a diner I worked at. I worked at this job for probably a total of like 2 or 3 weeks, because no shade or anything to people that work there, because I'm friends with some people that work there. You know, you guys are doing great, like, good for you, but it just wasn't the job for me. And the story is actually really brief, so this is not going to be a long video at all. But basically, I was called up after missing a shift for a shift I wasn't scheduled for because I was still in training, but I had no idea I was scheduled for this shift. We didn't have like an emailed schedule or anything like that. We had a written schedule that was at the diner. The owner manager called me up and bitched me out on the phone and told me just not to come in anymore. And I wasn't even done training, so honestly didn't think that place would have worked out for me anyway. It was a lot different from my previous job, but I'm not hating on this place at all. Yeah, that's basically it. So thanks for watching this really brief video. I'm sure in the future I'll have more stories to tell, but as of right now, I'm jobless. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, like this video. So thanks, bye.